Leading off tonight for the Mets, the second baseman, number 6. First pitch, 6:05.
Count 1-1.
Batting second, the center fielder, number 9, Brandon.
What's up, everybody? Sorry I'm late. Anyways, I'll be your commentator for this evening.
I got to count 1 and 2.
That's a little broken bat dribble. The bomb goes to second for 1. It's only going to get it out at second, not out at first.
Batting third, the left fielder, number 2, Dominic Smith.
It's Dominic Smith batting at 337. 1 ball with no strikes. Smith with 6 home runs in the season, 16 RBIs. Dribble to Hoskins on the second. The Gregorius back to Hoskins, and the inning is over. An inning double play, and the Mets are down here in the first. They get a hit, but they ground into a double play. On to the bottom of the first, Mets nothing. Phillies coming to bat. Noah Syndergaard on the mound for the Mets, 2-2 in 4 starts at 2.31 ERA. 7 walks, 22 strikeouts. 27 years old, out of Texas.
For the Phillies, the third baseman,
Alec Bohm will be the batter, and Bohm batting at 243. And he hits this one on the ground of third. And Bohm is retired, 1 down here in the bottom of the first.
And now I will send it over to your real commentator for this evening, Brandon G.
Here's the Phillies starting lineup with Alec Bohm, Adam Hazley, Bryce Harper, Rhys Hoskins, Andrew McCutchen, D.D. Gregorius, J.T. Realmuto, Gene Segura, and Zach Eflin rounding out the lineup. Here's Adam Hazley. Little nubbler to McNeil. And they'll fire over to Alonso for the out, 2 down here in the bottom of the first.
batting third, the right fielder, Bryce Harper.
To bring up Bryce Harper. Harper batting at 210. after struggling coming out of the gate. One ball and no strikes. Syndergaard, 6'6", 242 pounds. Two balls and no strikes to Harper. Two and one.
How did I do for the intro, Brandon?
No, inside.
3-1. Reese Hoskins winning on deck.
This evening.
Yeah, it's a full count. That one's popped up. And Pete Alonso will make the play, and that'll retire the side. Phillies done in order.
You did good.
It is no score after one.
Thanks.
After one inning of play, it's the Mets nothing and the Phillies nothing. Upcoming telecast of Phillies baseball, including a national game on the MLB Network, and the 4 games of the series against the Brewers will be on Sports Gaming Channel.
Count 1-0.
Thursday's game will be a business person special, a throwback Thursday game at 1:05, and Pete Alonso leads off for the Mets, and he's ahead 2 balls and no strikes. Ricky Halladay, Darryl Parker, Matthew Ross, the umpires today. And this one on the Hoskins, so flip it over to Eflin, who'll run to the bag covering, and that is 1 down here in the second inning. Take a look at the lineup with Alec Bohm, Didi Gregorius, Gene Segura, Reese Hoskins in the infield, McCutcheon in left field, Hazley in center field, Bryce Harper in right field, Ramuto catching.
By the way, Brandon, are you going to be doing FIFA soccer commentating?
Here's Michael Conforto when he takes it up high for a ball, 1 ball and no strikes. Conforto batting at .267. Fouled off, 2 balls and no strikes.
I can't wait.
One and 2 to count.
By the way, the audio is good, so I think the audio will be good for FIFA.
Come out. 1-2 down here in the second.
Francisco Lindor.
Here's Francisco Lindor. Lindor batting at .326. Up high, and called strike. No balls and 1 strike. Lindor with 8 home runs on the year. That one is top foul. Lindor, 27 years old, out of Puerto Rico. His 5th year in the majors. Played for the Indians last season. 5'11", 190 pounds. No balls and 2 strikes. Mets were undefeated at 1 point coming into the season early on, but the Phillies have caught up to them. They have taken first place. Inside for a ball. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Lindor. Another foul down the first base side. Another foul.
I got to count 2 and
2
2.
balls and 2 strikes. Two. Little ground ball with the Gregorius, and Lindor is out. And the Mets are retired here in the second as they go in order. On to the bottom of the second. No score here at Citizens Bank Park.
Leading up for the
Well,
Phillies,
Syndergaard had an 8-pitch
the
first
baseman,
inning. Reese Hoskins will lead it off. He's batting at 245. Hoskins with 10 home runs in the month of April. No balls and 1 strike. Whoever wins this game will have really sole possession of first place. To the Hoskins. Hoskins, 28 years old, out of California. He fouls this one off. That was a 100-mile-per-hour fastball. Fouls another one back. Still no balls and 2 strikes.
One ball.
1 and 2 to count.
Ball 2.
2 and 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes. We got a full count.
Bounces up there, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Fouled off, 3 and 2. Struck him out. 1 down there in the second. First strikeout by Syndergaard.
the left fielder, Andrew.
Now bring up Andrew McCutchen. Ball and no strikes. 1-1 the count.
1-1.
One ball and 2 strikes to Andrew McCutcheon. 1 out here in the second inning. A scoreless game. Noah Syndergaard and Zach Wheeler on the mound. Two balls and 2 strikes. That fastball up there at 99 miles per hour. Full count to McCutcheon. Didi Gregorius waiting on deck. And McCutcheon grounds it off to third. And oh, the ball was bobbled. Alonso couldn't handle it, and McCutcheon is safe. So it'll be an error on J.D. Davis. As he threw a low ball, and Alonso could not come up with it. So McCutcheon's at first, and Didi Gregorius will be the batter. Swing and a miss to throw on the second, and McCutcheon's out. McCutcheon trying to steal second base, couldn't. And a good throw by James McCann to get McCutcheon. 0-2 to Gregorius. 1-2. Struck him out. Now to retire the side. No runs, no hits, none left. On to the third. It's a 0-0 game. Well, get your Phillies tickets as going to Phillies.com. The series against the Milwaukee Brewers, a 4-game series. Come on out to the ballpark, enjoy some exciting baseball. Phillies and the Brewers coming up Monday. Get your tickets at Phillies.com or dial 215-436-3000 or go to Citizens Bank Park and get your tickets at the gate. Phillies baseball is brought to you by DraftKings. Please play responsibly. MLB parlay. You can get a plus 600 boost. There's a ground ball. Hoskins flips it over to Eflin, covering for the out. That's one down. As I was saying, you can get a plus 600 boost if you do a 5-game or more parlay. Go to DraftKings.com. Must be 21 years or older. Please play responsibly. Gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. Here's James McCann. He's batting at 211. Takes a strike. One and one to count. Little topper over the bone. Fires over to Hoskins, and that's the second out.
Batting ninth, the pitcher, Noah Syndergaard.
Noah Syndergaard will be the batter. Syndergaard has not had a hit this season. And Syndergaard pops that foul, and it will go into the crowd.
No balls, 2 strikes.
No balls and 2 strikes. Struck him out, and that'll end the inning for the Mets. The Mets go in order here in the top of the third. On to the bottom of the third. It's a 0-0 game. It's JT Realmuto is batting at 158.
For the Phillies, the catcher, JT Realmuto.
Balls and 1 strike. Oh, 0-2.
I got to count 1 and 2.
Ball and 2 strikes.
Here you go.
1-2 the count to JT Realmuto. Inside is a full count. Gene Segura waiting on deck. And he hits this one in the left field. That's a base hit.
Batting 8.
So Realmuto's aboard here in the third. Here's Gene Segura batting at 290. You want to know the count?
Two
2-0 to count.
strikes. Hey.
Got that over. 2 balls and 1 strike. The sinker at 97 miles per hour.
I got
3 balls and 1 strike. That one is slugged foul. Realmuto win on the pitch. Still 3 balls and 2 strikes. And Segura walks. And puts 2 on. Nobody out. Zach Eflin will be the batter.
The pitcher,
He'll probably try to bunt in this situation.
Eflin.
Does not have a hit this season. Eflin does have 2 RBIs on the year. He does bunt. And it is a good bunt, and Eflin almost beats out the play. Moving up the third is Ramuto, Segura the second. Good job by Eflin. Phillies have runners at second and third in scoring position. 1 out in the third for Alec Bohm. Bohm grounded out back in the first inning. No balls and 1 strike. Oh, 0-2. Phillies don't want to waste this golden opportunity to try to get up 2-0 on Noah Syndergaard and the Mets. One and two. That one is fouled over Dusty Watman's head. He had to duck for that one. Still 1 ball and 2 strikes. Another foul. And Bohm is rung up. Third strikeout for Syndergaard. It's 2 down in the third, and here is Adam Hazley. One ball and no strikes. Syndergaard is throwing 50 pitches here in the third inning. 2-0. Foul down the third base side. 2 balls and 1 strike. And Hazley another foul, so the count is even. Hazley is down on strikes. Phillies at second and third, 1 out, and they leave him stranded. On to the fourth, no score here at Citizens Bank Park. It's Jeff McNeil. McNeil is 1 for 1, single back in the first.
Number 6.
It's 2 for 6 in the series. Ball and no strikes. 2-0.
Yep, that ball went out.
3 balls and no strikes. Got that over. hit to Gregorius. He'll fire to Hoskins, 1 out.
Now batting, the center fielder, Brandon Nimmo.
They'll bring up Brandon Nimmo, who was 0 for 1. Well, tomorrow's game will be played at Shibe Park. It's a nationally televised game. MLB Network, ESPN will do the game, and it's going to be an historic night. There's a ball hit back up the middle, and a base hit. So Nemo's aboard. He's a 1-out base run. And they'll bring up Dominic Smith. Smith is 0 for 1. Like I said, tomorrow's game will be historic. It'll be on Sunday night. MLB Network, ESPN. Historic night here at Shibe Park, Connie Mack Stadium, 22nd and Lehigh. 1 ball and 1 strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Hit foul down the left field side. Still 1 ball and 2 strikes. Fouled off, 1 and 2.
Inside, ball 2.
Inside, 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Full count.
Full count. Pete Alonso waiting on deck. Struck him out. 3rd strikeout for Eflin. He's 2 down here in the 4th. Syndergaard has reached 101 miles per hour with that fastball. Eflin has reached 95. So Syndergaard is bringing the heat. It's Pete Alonso, who's 0 for 1. Oh, 1 to count. Fouled off, 0 and 2. Ball and 2 strikes to Pete Alonso. Sold out crowd here tonight, as we are very much getting back to normal here, and these times all across the country. Here's a ground ball to Segura. Will fire over to Hoskins, and the Mets are retired here in the 4th. No runs, a hit, and 1 left. On to the bottom of the 4th. It's the RAV4, bottom of the 4th inning. Mets and Phillies are scoreless. It's Bryce Harper. He's 0 for 1.
Right fielder, Bryce Harper.
A Toyota RAV4, 4th inning.
Ball, that's it.
Brought to you by Toyota.
That's a ball.
Harper takes low, 2 balls and no strikes. Phillies hit a home run in this inning. We'll donate $500 to the Make-A-Wish Foundation. Harper hits it foul. Two balls and 2 strikes. In the left center field, that's going to go to the wall. Harper's going to get 2 out of this one. And he's on second with a leadoff double to begin the bottom of the 4th.
The first baseman, number 17, Reese Hoskins.
Harper got a great pitch. This one was right down the heart of the plate. He crushed it. A leadoff double here in the 4th. Here's Reese Hoskins. And fouls it off. A ball from 2 strikes. Hoskins batting .200 with runners in scoring position. Fouled off the plate, 0-2. Inside, 1 ball, 1 2 strikes. Two and two. Still 2 balls and 2 strikes. Did he offer at it? He did not. It's a full count. Struck him out. 5th strikeout for Syndergaard. 1 down here in the 4th.
Batting, left fielder, Andrew.
Here's Andrew McCutchen.
McCutchen.
One and 0 to McCutchen. He's 0 for 1. Still no score here. We into the bottom of the 4th. Bounces up there, throw over the 3rd, and Harper is out. Harper tried to go on a wild pitch. With not a wild pitch. Harper is thrown out at 3rd, and it's 2 balls and 1 strike to McCutchen. 2 and 2. Struck him out. Got to retire the side as the Phillies fail to get a runner home as we head to the 5th. Phillies baseball is sponsored by MDK. Get your Long Island iced tea at any beer distributor store in the city of Philadelphia and all the way to Delaware Valley. Go to MDK.com for more information and buy the Pennsylvania Lottery. Lottery benefits older Pennsylvania, must be 18 years or older. A gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. And buy Toyota, home of the 2021 Toyota Camry. Here's Michael Conforto. He's 0 for 1. He struck out back in the second. We're in a scoreless game here in the fifth. And he loops this one on the left, and McCutchen makes a catch. And it's one down here in the fifth.
Now batting, the shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
It's an 88-mile-per-hour slider, and McCutchen makes a backhanded catch. Here's Francisco Lindor. And he hits that one foul. Fouled off 0-2. One and two. Struck him out. As Muto fires over the first for the out, 2 down here in the fifth. Here's J.D. Davis, who grounded out back in the third inning. One ball and no strikes. Pitcher's duel so far, throwing 4.5.
2 balls, no strikes. No, that's down.
3-0. Three balls and one strike to J.D. Davis. 2 outs here in the fifth inning.
Count full.
Full count. Fly ball in the right field. Harper going back towards the fence, but he'll make the catch. And that'll retire the Mets here in the fifth. They go in order on to the bottom of the fifth. We are still scoreless here at Citizens Bank Park. Back here in the bottom of the fifth, Brandon G here, Phillies baseball on SGC, Sports Gaming Channel. Phillies here in the Mets here at Citizens Bank Park, a very important series for both teams. Whoever wins this series probably will have sole possession of first place.
Leading up for the Phillies, the shortstop, Didi.
Didi Gregorius will lead off the bottom of the fifth. 0-1. Oh, 2.
0-2.
striking out. One down here in the 5th inning.
The batter, the catcher, JT Realmuto.
And they'll bring up JT Realmuto. Realmuto takes a strike. No balls and 1 strike. Muto singled back in the bottom of the 3rd. Syndergaard has thrown 77 pitches through 4 in the 3rd inning. 1-1.
Count is
2-1. 96-mile-per-hour sinker. Phillies have had their opportunities with runners in scoring position, but they just couldn't get them across the plate. On the ground, a Lindor. And Realmuto is out. It's 2 down there in the bottom of the 5th.
The batter, number 2, second baseman,
It's Gene Segura. And Gene Segura walked back in the 3rd, and the Phillies have had their, like I said before, they've had their share of opportunities, but have not cashed in with their opportunities. Syndergaard has thrown 81 pitches, but he shows no signs of slowing down. 1-1 to Segura.
1 ball, 1 strike. Ball 2.
2 balls and 1 strike.
Count 2-1.
Good pitch by Syndergaard, and Segura is rung up. 6 strikeouts for Syndergaard as we head to the 6th. We're still scoreless here at Citizens Bank Park. Go to MLB.com for information where you can help donate for ALS. MLB is promoting a campaign to raise funds for ALS cause and hopefully find the cure. Go to MLB.com/ALS for more information. Here's a base hit in the left center field.
Now batting, the pitcher, Noah Syndergaard.
So James McCann leaning off the top of the 6th with a base hit, and here is Noah Syndergaard. Zach Eflin has thrown 65 pitches. So Syndergaard will bunt, and he takes inside for a ball, 1-0. Syndergaard's 0 for 9 on the season. And he bunts this one. That is a goal. They're going to go to second. Won't get a play at second. Should have went to first. Infield single for Syndergaard. That's his first hit of the season. And they had a play at first, but Hoskins thought he had a play at second. No chance. McCann at second, Syndergaard at first. Nobody out for Jeff McNeil, who was 1 for 2. 1 strike. Well, you just want to get it out at that point right there. Just getting out. You have 1 out. McCann's in scoring position, but you have an out. Now you have 2 on, nobody out. Doesn't help your cause. 0-2 to McNeil, who was batting 118 with runners in scoring position. Ball and 2 strikes. Struck him out. The runners go. The throw over to third. Not in time. Ball bounced up in front of the plate. They'll score at a wild pitch. McCann moves up to third. Syndergaard moves up to second. A strikeout, 1 out for Brandon Nimmo. So the Mets are where the Phillies are. Runners at second and third, 1 out. Phillies have to hold the Mets to not score anything here in the 6th. 1-0. Hit foul, 1 ball and 1 strike. Two and 1 to count. That is slip foul. It's 2-2. Struck him out. Big strikeout for Zach Eflin. That is 6 strikeouts in the game for Eflin.
The left fielder,
2 down here in the 6th.
Dominic.
Gonna bring up Dominic Smith. That sinker. And that pitch broke in at 6 inches. Here's Dominic Smith, who's 0 for 2. 1 ball and no strikes. Smith struck out and ground out. He's 1 for 6 in the series. And 1 ball and 1 strike. He's batting .300 with runners in scoring position. Fouls that one off, 1-2. Popped up. Alec Bohm makes the play and that'll retire the side. Mets strand runners at second and third, just like the Phillies did early on in the bottom of the 6th. A scoreless game.
Leading up for
There's
the
Noah
Phillies,
Syndergaard.
the pitcher,
Zach Eflin.
Zach Eflin.
1 ball and no strikes. It's 1-1.
1-1.
Back through the middle, a base hit. First hit of the year for Zach Eflin.
Now batting.
And he leads up the bottom of the 6th with a base hit. Here's Alec Bohm, who's 0 for 2. No balls and 1 strike.
0-1 for the count.
Bohm is struck out and grounded out. caught for the first out.
Now batting, center fielder, Adam
It's Adams Hazley. Hazley struck out, grounded out. So for 2. One ball and no strikes. Trevor May, Jerry's Familia in the Mets bullpen.
That's
2-0. Hazley hits it foul. 2 balls and 1 strike. Another foul, 2-2. That one's in the center field. That's going to drop in for a base hit. Eflin's going to try to go for a third, and he will make it. Wow. Zach Eflin was hustling there. Hazley a single, puts runners at first and third, 1 out.
Harper.
Bryce Harper will be the batter. One ball and no strikes. Let's see if the Phillies can cash in here. Harper doubled back in the 4th. One and 1. 97-mile-per-hour fastball. Harper batting 190 with runners in scoring position. Two and 1. Harper lift this one in the left field. That's going to go through the wall for a base hit. Eflin will score. Here goes Hazley to third. Ball cut off by Davis. Wasn't a good throw by Dominic Smith. Harper at second with an RBI double. Phillies lead it 1-0 in the bottom of the 6th. Has runners at second and third with 1 out, and here comes Rhys Hoskins. A good piece of hitting by Bryce Harper. The Mets manager coming to the mound. He'll make a pitching change. Syndergaard is still responsible with the runners at second and third. Pitching change coming up for the Mets.
Your attention, please. Now,
Jerry is familiar will come into the game in 11 games. He's 1-1. He has a 6.17 ERA. He's 31 years old, out of the Dominican Republic. 8th season in the big leagues. And he'll face Rhys Hoskins, who takes the strike. No balls and 1 strike. One and 1. Two and 1. That was hit on the ground, stopped by the third baseman, fires over to Alonso for the out. Nobody advances.
Now back. Left.
J.D. Davis knocked it down, but kept the runner from advancing. Here's Jerry Familia, and here's Andrew McCutchen. McCutchen is 0 for 2, struck out and reached on an error. One strike to McCutchen here in the bottom of the sixth. McCutchen, the 300 hitters, with runners in scoring position. One ball and one strike. One and two. And McCutchen goes out. And the Phillies are retired. But Bryce Harper, an RBI double in the sixth, gives the Phillies a 1-0 lead as we head to the seventh inning. Zach Eflin still in the game. Pete Alonso will be the batter. He is 0 for 2. He's grounded out twice. No balls and one strike to Alonso. Brandon Kinsler, Archie Bradley in the Phillies bullpen. One ball and one strike. That one is hit foul. One ball and two strikes. A foul. 1 and 2. Right to Gregorius, and they'll flip over to Hoskins for the out. One down there in the seventh inning. Zach Eflin cruising along here. They'll bring up Michael Conforto. Conforto's over 2, struck out and lined out. One ball and no strikes.
Ball one, no strikes.
Fouled off. 1 and 1. Little topper on the Hoskins. They'll flip over to Eflin. And that's 2 down there in the seventh.
Up next for the net, the shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
Here's Francisco Lindor. Struck out and grounded out. One ball and no strikes. Little bouncing ball to Segura. Over to Hoskins for the out, and now to retire the side. Eflin is cruising. It's stretch time here at Citizens Bank Park. Phillies up 1-0 as we head to the bottom of the 7th.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Now pitching for the Mets, number 65.
Trevor May pitching for the Mets right now in 16 appearances. He has a 1.53 ERA, 6 years out of Washington. 31 years old, 6'5", 240 pounds. He'll face Didi Gregorius here to begin the bottom of the 7th. 1 ball and no strikes. One and one to count. One and two. Two and two to count to Gregorius. Him out. One down here in the bottom of the 7th. That's the first strikeout from May.
Now batting, the catcher, JT Realmuto.
They'll bring up JT Realmuto. Strike to Realmuto. Singled back in the 3rd. Oh and 2. A ball and 2 strikes. Struck him out. 2 down there in the bottom of the 7th.
Now batting, second baseman,
They'll bring up Gene Segura. Segura 0 for 1 tonight. Nothing in 1. Oh and 2. Just missed outside. Got it off the end of the bat and caught by the first baseman, Pete Alonso, when that'll retire the Phillies here in the 7th. On to the 8th, 1-0 Phillies.
leading off for the Mets.
Here's J.D. Davis.
J.D. Davis.
Eflin is still in the game. 38,000 on hand here tonight. Said before, it looked like a sellout, but they said it's 38,000. I think it was more than 38,000, in my opinion. Davis fouls it off. Can Eflin go the distance? 64 strikes, only 29 balls, 93 pitches. Right to Segura, 1 out.
The catcher, number 33, James McCann.
Here's James McCann. Backhands 1 for 2. Single back in the 6th. No balls and 1 strike. Oh, 1-2.
No balls, 2 strikes. I got to count 1 and 2.
1-2 to count. Struck him right on out of there. 7 strikeouts for Eflin, 2 down here in the 8th.
The pitcher, Trevor May.
And I bet they're going to get a pinch hitter for Trevor May.
Your attention, please.
And it will be Louis Gullimore, who's batting at 115. One ball and no strikes. Here's a ground ball to Segura. And that will take care of the Mets here in the 8th. No runs, no hits, none left. On to the bottom of the 8th. Phillies up 1-0.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the
Dylan Betances will come in the game for the Mets. 15 games. 1-1. 33 years old. Out of New York. 6'8", 265 pounds. Ronald Torres will be the batter. He's going to pinch hit. Torres takes the ball, 1 ball and no strikes. One and one. One and two. And Torres, and it's caught by Lindor. 1 down there in the bottom of the 8th.
Up next for Philadelphia, the third baseman, Alec Bohm.
Alec Bohm will be the batter. Some scores for you. The Indians beat the White Sox 11-3. Athletics winning over the Orioles 11-7. That's a foul. Red Sox leading the Rangers 3-1 in the 5th. 1 ball and 1 strikes. Nationals beat Miami 3-1. And the NL East battle. Reds beat the Cubs in the slugfest 11-10. Bohm hits it in the right and caught by Alonso. 1 down. 2 down here in the 8th.
The center fielder,
Adam Hazley will be the batter. Will the Phillies bring in a closer, or will they keep Eflin here to try to close it out? That's the question. Hit foul. No balls and 1 strike. Oh, 1-2. One and 2 to count.
2-2.
2 balls and 2 strikes. Little ground ball over to Lindor. He'll fire to Alonso, and the Phillies are retired here in the 8th. No runs, no hits, none left. On to the 9th. 1-0 Phillies.
Ladies and gentlemen,
So Jose Alvarado will come in. Alvarado was 5 for 5 in save opportunities. He has not given up a run, 5 strikeouts and 3 walks. Jeff McNeil will be the batter. Alvarado looking for his 6th save and 6 tries. 1 strike to McNeil. That one is hitting right. It's going to hit hook foul. No balls and 2 strikes. 1-2. Hit on the ground. Gregorius has to make a tough play. Gets him 1 down there in the 9th. Zach Eflin, 100 pitches, 8 innings, 3 hits, 7 strikeouts. And Alvarado trying to hold it down for Eflin so he can pick up a win here. Phillies up 1-0 here in the 9th. 1 out. Brandon Nimmo the batter. That one is a base hit to right field. Hoskins didn't even move. Mets have the tying run on first here in the 9th inning.
The left fielder, number 2, Dominic Smith.
Here's Dominic Smith. Smith is 0 for 3. One ball and 1 strike. Bounces up there. Nobody advances. On to Hopkins, and he goes to first. No. 2 down. I thought Hoskins had the double play to end it. Smith lined out to Hoskins. But getting back to first is Brandon Nimmo, and here's Pete Alonso. That would have been the game-ending double play right there. And the pitcher's duel here tonight. Will it be a pitcher's duel tomorrow? 1 strike. One and one. Alonso's 0 for 3. Alvarado has not given up a run this year. 1 and 2. And the crowd will be standing anticipating a final out. Ball gets away. Nimmo will go to second. A wild pitch. So Nimmo's at second, representing a tying run. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Ground ball to Segura. And the Phillies have taken the first 2 games of this 3-game series against the New York Mets. The Phillies win it 1-0. Zach Eflin, 100 pitches total, 7 strikeouts, surrendered 3 hits, and the Phillies beat the Mets 1-0 here at Citizens Bank Park. For our entire crew, Brandon G saying good night from Citizens Bank Park. We'll talk to you Monday from Citizens Bank Park when the Phillies take on the Milwaukee Brewers.
Our